CMC, for the people, by the people, and to the people. Citizens Movement for Change. Oh yes, a new day has come. Yes, a new day has come. Rise up, Liberia. CMC, for the people. CMC, by the people. Let us join our hands together to build a better life. CMC, CMC, for the people. CMC, by the people. Let us join our hands together to build a better life. Equity, national unity, transparency, accountability, social justice, integrity. CMC core values. CMC Global. It is a new day for Liberia. It is a new day for the people. Let's hold together. Let's hold together. It's a unity. Raise up your hands. CMC. The land of liberty, the land of freedom, the love of liberty brought us together. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, CMC, for the people. CMC, yes, by the people. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, CMC, yes, for the people. CMC, yes, by the people. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, yes, 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 the time has come.
CMC. Yes, yes, exactly. Yes, this is the time. This is the time, Liberians. So if you're on here, we say thank you for being on here. My name is Grace Goa, and I'm happy always to be here to interact with the Liberian people to talk about what's going on, what's trending in the country, also to talk about social and moral issues. A lot of things been happening since the July 24th celebration, and a lot of arrests have been going on in America with Liberians. What a disgrace, but it's happening. And that's trending issues, they call it moral social issues. So we come to talk about that. We also come to talk here about CMC agenda, Citizen Movement for Change. If you don't know, there's a new party in town. They are called Citizens Movement for Change, CMC. And I'm a part of this party. I'm so glad to always, try to propagate their message to you and for Liberia. So the party is an institution. It's not built around any one person. It's a party institution that built around a lot of people. We want that to be clear. Also, I want that to be known that, this party is about Liberia. We want to see the difference in the country. Liberia needs to be delivered from its transgressors, the people that, are not doing what they're supposed to do in leadership. So we will talk about that. People don't want us to say anything, but we will still say those things because that's the right thing to do. So I would like to say welcome, the people in Radio Land that's hearing us from Liberia. We are on the True FM broadcasting. We are also on Facebook pages. Citizen Movement for Change page. We are running on there. We're also running on Francine Resistance page. We are also on YouTube as well. So you can find us on either of those pages. Our political launch page will soon be launched. In I think few left with 2 weeks, and we'll be running on our main page, the political launch page. So it's always good to be here. If you're on here, share the show. Tonight is going to be interesting as always. Let's see how best we can interact with our people. We're going to open the phone lines early today because we want to hear from the people. Ansu is in the studio, and we say welcome, Ansu. We can't hear you, Ansu. Ansu, I still can't hear you. You can hear me? I'm not hearing you, Ansu. I'm not. I am not hearing you. So your technical man is not on here tonight, and then the man who left the studio, what he did to the machine that we can't hear you because something not right. You know, it rained in Pennsylvania today, and they said there was going to be flooding and everything, but there wasn't any flooding. In fact, you know, flooding is not my portion because luckily for me, my house cannot be flooded. So I live on that kind of property is high a little bit. So, but they said it was going to be flooding today in Pennsylvania, central Pennsylvania, where I live. But there was not much flooding. The rain did not come down, you know. And so I'm happy, because every time there's flood, people lost a lot of stuff. People will be losing their good stuff and things like that. So, but I want to say, thank you for watching. Everybody who watching. Let me name some names until Ansu get to the point where he can hear us. Uh, he's still trying to work with the uh oh Lord. Back welcome on the platform, but Ansu is not hearing us, so I don't know. Can you hear me?
I can hear you very loud
Yes.
and clear.
Okay, so welcome to the platform. Let me read some names and you can come in until Ansu can get prepared. He hearing us, but we can't hear him. So
Oh,
it's very funny because another show was on here, and there was this other person running the show. Everything was going on, but when Ansu got on now, we can't hear each other. So I don't know. He can hear us. He can hear us, but we can't hear him. So I want to say welcome to Dua Cully. I want to join CMC. Dua, there's a way to join CMC. Go to the Software Ice Cream Shop office, or you can go online www.cmclib.com, and show our technical people can walk you through that. That's why they have a PR technical team. They should be able to do that. We say Sylvester Carter, welcome. Emmanuel P. Tokpa, welcome, and Sylvester Sandy, welcome to the show. Uh, Sylvester Sandy said, "My grace, my belated fast and prayer day on you." So the poor put the belated fast and prayer day on people too. In the country, you already, you already not easy in the country. Oh Lord, Lasso Kuma, Sylvester, that would be funny to know. Lasso Kuma, welcome. Suave Famuya, welcome. Jay Rolentia, we say welcome. Emmanuel Janisa, welcome. Alex Disa, welcome. Roland, you always welcome here. Good evening. Ma Cecilia son, please, how can I be a part of this party? Ma Cecilia son, you can be a part of the party. There's a website. Also, we learned that there are people gonna be going to the different districts within Monrovia and around the neighboring areas in the country to register people on the iPads and stuff like that. They will be able to register you. Also, if you have your phone, they will teach you how to register yourself on your phone, and then you can also teach somebody else. That's what we are hearing. But there's a website here, and you can always go on the website, CMC Movement for Change website. Is all over the place. I can share that information to show you how the website look like, and you can try to see if you can go on there on your phone and join. Um, to be a part of this great family. You see, this is the website. This is how it look. If you click on www.cmclib.com, this picture will show you up right away. You can click on the 3 or 4 hamburger lines and you start your process from there, or you can just say become a member. You just click on that blue thing and say become a member. Click on it and it walk you through how to become a member. And also there's a Jinko that is going around as well. This Jinko shows you exactly how to register. Maybe I can play the Jinko for you before that come in, because most of you keep on asking how to register. Yeah, let me just play the Jinko tag so they can okay, right here. The Jinko on how to register. You can go you can learn right from the Jinko how to register and become a member. I already like the it's a kind of short play. It's a kind of short play. It's telling you how exactly to register and become a member. So I'm trying to look for it and see. I think this is it. Our technical man is now on to nice.
In 5th place, it's Sierra Leone, where
Hey, that's not it. Doc, can you come here and speak while I get that?
Sure. I want to, I'm sure you did this, Madam Grace Gua, and you do this very well, but I want to welcome all of you to the political launch. We are happy that you are here tonight. This is the place where we discuss trending issues in Liberia, but we also are here to promote CMC agenda. We're going to be discussing what we can do differently, how we can transform Liberia on most times when you tune into this show. I'm just happy to see, I'm actually looking at the website right now, and there's a lot of people have registered already. I'm impressed with the number that I'm seeing here.
What the number are you seeing there?
It's 1,101 persons have registered in a matter of, I think the site been available for 2-3 days now.
3 days. That's very impressive.
Very impressive. Okay, and there's actually there's more. I mean, it does say plus. It does say plus. So
okay.
Yes. So this is really good. As we told you before, this is ingenuity. This is thinking differently. This is, just making CMC on top of the game, because as you well know, there is no political party in Liberia that has a website, where people can register. We are not doing paper and pen anymore. Our questions were very strategic, in terms of how you become a member. The question we ask, we don't really care so much about your tribe, which most other political parties care about. We want an inclusive type government, inclusive way of interacting with each other, considerate, tolerant, transparency, integrity. Those are the names, okay? These are the adjectives that we will want you to use to describe this political party. Citizens Movement for Change is your political party, the people of Liberia. Grace, are you ready?
Yes, I am ready. So this is
there's so money that come my whole business again. What? I don't want to teach you. They want good news or benefit. I know you like it. But certain new political party people in town, yeah, the people here to change everything for us. Well, so that political team they want the some money. You can't do my host. Well, you get interest in politics. They call the people CMC, meaning Citizen Movement for Change. The people here to change Liberia around for our well, you mean the people here to change Liberia? The people just launched a new website. And not that boring political stuff. The people who fresh and modern. Wait, I want to ask someone in this coming people around here. By the time you send your information, they hide your account. I hope. Bah. The police scam or people can hide your account. The people website is secure. Can you imagine the people you see international standard security to protect all your personal information? So no need for you to worry about your information being exposed or hacked. Another one, you nearly assign up. Boom. I got a confirmation email instantly. So fast, ba. Hey, guess what was in that email?
One thing, one day.
People coming just to tell me that my CMC membership article is ready.
Jada,
Sharp.
you know what? I get my email already. I want some.
Come,
In fact,
come,
it's like 100%.
Free your phone.
Yeah, mama. I already get the time.
You get it? Then go put in, go to the browser. Go to the browser. Check, tap in CMC.
They turn now. Don't
I
rush.
want you to get it.
Yeah, you need to go see
CMC.lib.com.
LIB.com.
If anybody in
Yeah.
it's in there that you say join us,
Yes.
click to join us. You click to join us. Put your information.
What do you mean by information now?
Emi your name, we
Oh,
play the fee, your
okay.
contact, all that thing. You put it there. You put everything there. Just put it in. Put it in. You are now an official member for CMC.
I'm so happy. You know what? I can't keep that thing here inside my mouth. We are going to share all the
Free up your people. Malabre people, come and join the CMC movement. The movement that is here to change Labrador for.
Yes.
My Liberian people, Grace, you gotta learn how to say that thing there, you myself. My Liberian people, come and join the CMC.
The movement that is here to change that brought for the better.
Yes.
Yes. So I mean, I hope that the thing is so explicit that it shows you exactly what to do. Now, one of the, Sylvester Sandy Carter asked a very, very, very important and brilliant question. Sylvester, I want to thank you for your question. He said, what becomes of our old people who live in the villages that doesn't have email address because the registration process requires email address? So there will be very brilliant question. I will tell you that there will be people, they have ancillaries, so it means supporters. CMC call it auxiliaries, CDC call it auxiliary. I call it ancillary. That's another word for it. I wish they could have used that word instead, but there will be ancillaries across the country actually helping these people out to register for CMC. I'm sure they will have a default email for those people, a default email from CMC that they will use and register them once they want to register, and then they will bring their ID card and give it to them. And that was a brilliant question, except I have another information on that. But there will be a default email for those people. That's why they have ancillaries going across the country to register our older people in the villages that don't have emails and all of that. Yes. But we are in a digital age now. So if you even go in the villages in Ghana and Nigeria, your people, they make sure that the people are equipped to those things now. The people are helping their children. Their children are helping them to have, to be digital savvy a little bit, because there will come a time that those things will not be considered. That's why I make Liberia behind all the countries that are behind, because our people are still living in the age of at least 1922. But these things supposed to exist around the country. Villages are supposed to be where even the community leaders in those villages, at least they can have an email for the entire village. So those things have to be introduced to the country, or else we'll still be lagging behind. So there's a default email that we will use to register our old people in the village. Tag, you want to add anything to it? Ansu, you can hear us now? But we cannot hear you, Ansu.
No, I was just going to answer. Can I hear you? I was just going to add, you're so right. We'll have persons who are familiar with this process, the process of registering people, go into the different areas where we have our older people, our people who are not lettered. We'll take our time and just bring them into the party, because we know some of them are not lettered, and they are not digitally savvy. They are not exposed to phones. I'm familiar with that. So we understand that, and we are not going to leave them out. We're going to bring them in. It's going to be an inclusive thing. Unlike, other political parties which might just, be focused in urban areas. We're not going to do that. This is why we're coming to them instead of saying that you have to come to the political party only. It's a choice, but it's not the only choice. So thank you so much for asking that question.
Yeah, that was a brilliant question, Sylvester.
Mm-hmm.
We hope our technical team people are watching so they
Mm-hmm.
can take that into consideration as well. But there's a default email within the website that carries CMC, as CMC, this person has seen. So there will be a way for them to register them by all costs. I'm sure of that.
Yes.
So I want to welcome all of you guys. Amara Kamara, Aliyu Kamara. I want to welcome all of you guys. Emmanuel Tukpa, and everybody that's watching. If you on here, share the show so that other people can have the privilege to watch. Ansu, are you ready? Are you ready now?
Okay.
Yeah, but Ansu is hearing also. It means that we are on the air. Then that's one of the important things. But I wish Ansu could hear him. It's very important that we hear him. But that there was another there was a fast and prayer in Liberia set aside. And we talked about it the last time we were here, but we never really emphasized. So now I was thinking that maybe we should open the video, the phone lines, but now Ansu, we can't even hear him. So like Brimpo can tell us how they really felt about the fast and prayer that was carried on in the country, and a whole day was set aside. I was very disappointed when I saw in the church that was the prayers were held in a sanctuary. I don't know which church it was. Most time they have in the Providence Baptist Church. I don't know whether there was a Providence Baptist Church on Broad Street in Kiri. Is it Broad Street front? And in the back, you can get them from Ashmont Street. I still remember. Yeah, you can get them from Ashmont Street in the back, and then you can get them from Broad Street in the front. So Providence Baptist Church. I don't know whether that was the place or maybe
Effort Baptist Church.
Oh yeah, okay. So because the president is
Deacon.
a deacon in Effort Baptist Church, the Effort Baptist Church people say he no deacon in the church. Anyway.
That's what I heard. Oh, okay.
You ready to read the Effort Baptist Church people call me and told me, they said they agree. I said, but why are you calling me? But what I gotta do it? Anyway, so but they said that okay, they had Effort Baptist Church. The church was very empty.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a sign. It's very blurring to the Liberian community or the Liberian society as a whole that when the president called for that kind of stuff, I remember when I was a little girl, though with all his controversy behind him, when he used to call, I don't know whether the people were scared that when they show up, but the place used to be crowded always. So even I got a picture of President Tolbert when he called when the people go to the executive mansion or one of the Providence Baptist churches or September Pavilion, the place is always crowded. But for us to see the place now, back for a president call, it was kind of funny to me. Start to make me.
Am I clear?
Oh yes, you are.
Yeah, you.
So what happened?
Okay, so yeah, I have to switch from computer 1 to computer 2 to get a better audio.
Oh.
So yeah, so Banatia, please try to just switch me on the screen. I want that to count for many content, please.
Yes, we have the team. I want to give you due process because today I hear that you got to give people due process, but I won't give you due process. You just go straight to jail. No, do not pass through.
The problem is that I even say I know how to do it. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I know how to do it now. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
The auntie
not be bluffing us.
Oh, the auntie may got nothing on me. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you will not be bluffing us. Oh.
Yeah, you will not be bluffing also. Anyway, Ansu, it's so happy to have you on and we can hear you because you have some technical difficulties in the studio. You need to learn how to do the switchboard, my brother.
Yeah.
You need to learn how to do it for yourself in the world. Everything you gotta learn for yourself in the world. Don't depend on nobody. When the technical people they come, when they be doing it, you gotta be spying and be learning just in case they didn't show up to work. You want to handle your business. Yeah. So, but it's good to have you on. And so, what is going on? I mean, you can get your intro since you just coming. Me and Dad freestyle talking here.
Yes, yeah, I've been listening to you and Dad. Again, thanks to the both of you for having us on again back here. The political launch after our midweek break Wednesday. We are here again on the Thursday edition. A lot of things happening home, and as you can follow our group chat, there are a lot of videos and photos of what I placed in there to tell you what's happening back home here. But it's all about CMC. So I'm good to be here tonight, and I know we're gonna have a wonderful show up to 1:30 our Liberian time, which will be the next morning.
Okay, that's very good. I heard they say CMC be having a lot of meetings with their auxiliary members and their different youth groups. I've been seeing the picture on social media. That's very impressive. We look forward to seeing more of that and the interaction with the youth. It's one of the most important things for me. Being a member of CNC, that's one of the reasons why I even joined this party, because I like to push the youth, and I don't ever forget my visual impaired people and my hard of hearing, the people of disabilities. They're one of the reasons why too that I really always advocated for Liberia, as a person. So, I'm happy to hear that, the youth are getting on board the most when it comes to CMC, because those people, we need them. They are the future generation that will carry on the leadership of Liberia. So it's very important that they be a part and, learn the different aspect of how to lead. We hope that there are workshops that is being in process for them, leadership workshops, different workshops, interaction, networking workshops and stuff. I hope they have that in part two to, encourage them and boost them up concerning, what's going on around the world. Hopefully, maybe when we come to Liberia, I will do a workshop with them concerning AI. I am also writing an AI journal. I've been writing it for a minute now. I'm learning a lot, and there's a lot of things that to be learned. So hopefully, one of my things I would like, me and Dr. Ready do when I get there, when we come to Liberia, anytime we come there, to do a workshop with the youth, auxiliary youth or CMC, on the expand how AI has taken over the world, and AI is taking over, and what for them to expect and how for them to handle it. So I have a whole journal written on that, and I will share my journal with them. And usually when my journal is done, the journal also can be bought by people. I'm not going to sell mine. I'm going to keep it to just help to educate the youth of Liberia with my journal. So that one of the benefits that CMC youth will get coming from me as the USA chair. That
That what a great project to engage in. I really appreciate that. I think they will benefit from it a lot, because that's the direction which the world is moving towards. But even before we get to Liberia, it is my prayer that you and I will find the time, because I know our schedule is just, people don't understand how busy we are, but we make the sacrifice. I don't know where and how, but it's my prayer that we'll find the time to even do leadership workshop, because I believe that it's even more important for our young people to learn how to lead, okay, to learn the different types of leaderships, okay, to learn, the country that we have, what does it mean to be professional when it comes to leadership, that, you're not accepting bribes and all of those things, making hard, strong decisions about the welfare of our country. So I look forward to us doing some kind of leadership workshop. Maybe before we get there, we can Zoom, like how I've been zooming into the students that you saw in Bon Minds. We can do a leadership workshop where we can Zoom into our young people. So that's my prayer. I don't know if we'll get to it, but we'll do our best to do that.
Yeah, that would be nice if we can get to that. It would be a good thing. But concerning the fast and prayer, so what did you hear in Liberia? The prayer you pray in the country, anything had changed? Why are you laughing?
No, I like the question, whether anything changed for now. It's not easy. we don't know whether the one day prayer could change the situation around. It's just so difficult to understand. But we just kept the day holy that day, and businesses were closed. People took some of the major intersections in Monrovia, other parts of the city, to do their own prayer. We have a group of people at some major intersection, major parks. They went there to pray for the nation. And the president visited that's at the Effort Baptist Church somewhere in Pinsville, around the Pinsville Town Hall. It's a church in worship in. So that's how it was looking like. Some religious leader too, took the entire day to pray for the nation. But as it stands, it comes to a lot of controversy. A lot of people have their own thought on it, their own saying whether the one day prayer could change things around. Other people say like it was not timely. It may be that was just a show waiting the government wanted to do because nothing could change. It left with them to just take some major decision. Those decisions are things that are affecting things that the Liberian people need to be done. That's just what they need to put in place. But as you said, Madam Grace, we're just a one day, so we know. But we're looking up to see. We still, he's slow but sure. So maybe God is still looking, still looking at Liberian prayer. He's still studying our prayer in a couple of days or weeks from now. Let's see the response from the Lord. But on that day, as I said, we just kept it holy. The entire day, people just closed their businesses. Other people said government just wasted the time, on that day. And right after the 26th, 26th on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, again, Wednesday, again, another holiday. So, there were a lot of feedback we got from people.
Yeah. And the thing is that I think that there is also a holiday that is set within the Liberia holidays in the country that's for fast and praying. So for another day to just be set aside, businesses closed, you take away from the people making the money. The country is already hard as it is. And Liberians gotta remember, I know Liberians, one of the things that we pride ourselves on is prayer. The Liberian people like to pray. They will pray for now till I don't know what. Liberia has not changed. Now we are not saying that we shouldn't pray. We should continue praying. But you know that in the Bible, as Christian, we believe that you have to put works into your prayer. So you're praying for something to happen for you, but if you don't have the actual work done before that thing happens, it's not going to happen. So the prayer is just to ask God that I'm doing this thing. These are all the things I'm doing. I want you to prosper what I'm doing. Not to just sit down and think that God will just prosper you while you're not putting in the work. So that's why in the Bible it says faith with all work is dead as the body with all the spirit. And you know how when somebody die, their spirit just move in you. That body has nothing. It doesn't function anymore. That's how when you pray and you don't have anything that you were praying for, like to say, I'm opening this hamburger business, but I put all my work into it. I got my shop. I have saved enough money. I got my vending machine, everything going. If you got all those things going, you start to pray to God, Lord, I pray that you to bring customers to buy from my shop so my shop can prosper. I will have enough people coming to buy from me. That's when you pray because you already put in the work. So you just pray now for God to bless the business because you already started it. But the power you usually get a hamburger shop, you got nothing. Just in now, you got it. Then you just are praying, oh Lord, please, I will open it. I don't know how God can answer that kind of prayer. I felt that for me, my personal analysis on it was that it was a waste of time for the country. I would like for the government to focus on their responsibility. I want them to do their job. The Liberian people elected them to do a job for them. And I want corruption to be eliminated. It should stop the corruption. And everything in the country will start to be better. Too many corruptions going on. Too many investigations that have not been completed. There was nobody persecuted yet in the almost 2 years Joseph Boakai leadership within the country. So are you praying? Why are you praying? I mean, you have the tools. You know what to do. There's a constitution there. You have to follow the law, and everything will start to work for the people. You have to open up the country for or other people to come invest in the country. You have to push push up the private sector so they can be able to succeed, for them to hire more people in the country. That's the kind of thing you're supposed to be doing, instead of you trying to take a whole day and tell the people to close their business to pray. Do your work. The people voted you in to do your work. There's too much corruption in the country. Money has been taken for loans and stuff from different entities within your government that has not been answered to. The people asking why this loan taking and what the money was used for. Nobody can get any concrete reason why those monies were borrowed and what they were used for. So go in and look into those matters instead of calling the people taking on the whole deliberate. So that's why I feel. So I'm with the people who said that it was a waste of time. And I think it was a waste of time for the country for you to take a whole 24 hours, because they did, for it's like 24 hours. You take a whole maybe 8 to 10 hours of a 24-hour daylight. And just say you're praying and nothing's done in the country, everything's shut down. People lose money at that point in time. You have your business there, you're supposed to make something on $15,000 that day. You couldn't make it because the whole country was shut down because of fast and prayer. That is not, at this point, cannot do anything for that, because Liberians have been praying for so many years. And they are still living in the 1940-ish. So, but that, I don't know how you feel. But also, I want you to open the phone and let that come in, and you open the phone and let the people talk about the fast and prayer a little bit, and then the topic.
Yeah, I want to side with you. I think the fast and prayer day affected the economy, and for a country like ours, we do not want a slow economy right now. We want to boost our economy. Something as simple as shutting down offices in the country and shopping districts or shopping places. Just the transportation, people who are depending on transporting these people to work, or buses, they were depending on transporting these people to work. They didn't make the amount of money that they would have made on that day. So I agree with you that it had a great impact on the economy. And in my prayers, we should be praying for a better economy. We should be praying for, a way to support our economy so that more people can benefit from the economy. So I don't think it was a smart move. And somebody mentioned about timing. I have this issue that is pondering in my head about how do we go about partying and enjoying our anniversary to fast and pray? And how do you put that on an entire country? It's not a bad thing if you're doing it personally to say, okay, this is my anniversary. I'm celebrating my house, which I'm sure you will see when it's my anniversary. Me and my husband will celebrate it in our house. But then to get up the next morning and expect the whole country to fast and pray, the timing to me wasn't appropriate for our country. It just wasn't a right thing, to see the people who are suffering, people who can't even have a meal to eat, to see that you are dancing in front of them, you are going to church with a very fancy watch, some people will say, on, you are dressed well, and then people are struggling in the country. They can barely, when you read some statistics in Liberia, you see that we're eating one meal a day, or we barely can make $1 a day, So I think that timing was wrong for that reason, and also wrong for the reason in which Grace mentioned earlier, Madam Grace Goa mentioned earlier, that we already have fast and pray a holiday allotted in our regiments of holidays. If you ask me, I think Liberia got a lot of holidays. Okay, it seems like compared to some other countries that I am familiar with, we have a lot of holidays. Another thing is, I think that, I don't know how productive, I believe in prayers. I use it, I believe in it. But I don't know how productive it was for our young people. Prayer is a process for everyone. And if you just tell them you're going to stay home from school today to pray, and they have not quite learned, the benefits of prayer, or they have not quite learned how to do it, what's your outcome? What do you hope to get out of, allowing our young people to be home and not praying? I would have included a day of service. If you must do this, after your anniversary, a day of service. One thing I know about us Liberians, we don't know how to volunteer. We're not a charitable organization. We like to receive. We've been a receiving organization, but we need to start helping ourselves and helping others. It's not in the Bible, but a lot of biblical people believe that heaven help those who help themselves. I've been hearing that for a very long time, and so we have to learn how to help ourselves. But I want to read, Grace, if you allow me to read. I was fascinated, and many of you guys know, Edwin Snow and I, we can be friends, but we can disagree as well. Okay, I was fascinated by his prayer. I was reading various newspapers today, and I'll read to you what he was praying for Josiah Yuma Buckeye to during the fast and prayer day. And some people might say prayer is subjective. Yes, I agree. That was his subjective prayer. Okay. If that was his prayer, you can pray any way you want to pray, but that was his subjective prayer. He said, Father, we lift up our president, His Excellency Joseph Yuma Buckeye Sr., into your arms. He's lifting our president in his arms. May you strengthen him daily, lead him in wisdom, and give him a heart of a true father to this nation. A true father, that's an interesting adjective. Make him a true father to this nation, okay? We ask especially that you give him the grace to forgive. I wonder why did he put that in there? Can somebody tell me the gift to forgive and to act on that forgiveness? And I was thinking about that, and my mind went back to Amara Connet, Gracie. I don't know if I even sent you,
You're supposed to send me that.
Yes.
I already need it.
I saw it somewhere in one of the newspaper clipping. So my mind went straight to that, where Amara Connet said that the president has a black book per se, where he writes, I think it was 17 grudges when he met with Amara Connet at the time, that he had 17 grudges listed of people who have wronged him. And namely, I think one Mr. Cully was mentioned, including Ellen Johnson Sirleaf was mentioned in these grudges. Okay, so my mind went to give him the grace to forgive and to act on that forgiveness. When you act on your forgiveness, you are doing something. And he said he wants the president to act on his forgiveness, not just in words, but in deed. What did Snow mean, my people? Yeah, tell me what he meant.
Very deep.
Very deep prayer. He went on to say that part of this acting on the prayer, he wanted the president to meet with let me just find my page here, because I was talking to you.
Take your time, dog. You need to read that stuff. Yeah.
Yes. So he said, okay. He said he wanted the president to meet. Oh Lord, I don't lose my page here. I had so much page. To meet with President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. He wanted the president to former President George Weah. He wants the president because apparently to him the presidents have not met. Yes, the president have not met with these former presidents in order to perpetuate reconciliation and to be able to practice forgiveness. He said, meet with Vice Joe Howard Taylor, meet with Fanati Kofa, so you can exercise forgiveness, okay? And other opposition leaders he mentioned, okay? And I would also like to include me with CMC leaders, because you might have your challenges with CMC leader, the political leader, Musa Hassan Benitez. So that's what he wants you guys to meet. So that was Senator Snow prayer. I thought that was very interesting. And I also thought about you know, what Amara Kane, I was going two directions, said about His Excellency Joseph Yuma Boakai today. And he said, we prayed that he would take the bold step to work with former presidents. Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf got that 17 grudge, you know, that's something that he wrote against Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. And then George Manawia, which you know, George Manawia, I don't know what the relationship is. Madam Joy Howard Taylor, that's another person, you know, that Snow wants him to meet with. Speaker Fanati Kofa was mentioning Snow's prayer, as well as political leaders like Alexander B. Cummings, Mr. Benedict Ure, and others who have served and continue to care deeply about the destiny of Liberia. That was Senator Snow prayer. Okay, very deep prayer for us to chew on.
Yeah, and we'd like to say welcome to Mr. J. Victor Nangbe, the chairperson for the Northeast Region CMC Movement for Change USA. I mean, welcome to the platform, sir.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair USA, and also Madam Chair Global. It's good to be with you, Henry. It's nice to be with you as well. Let me thank our audience for joining us, and please share the show. Been a little busy day for me, but I'm glad to be here. I have a 9 o'clock meeting, so I will hang with you until 9, and then I will ask to be excused, but it's good to be with you.
Yeah, we thank you for coming on. We are here talking about the prayer that was announced by the president. But I'm confused. The same president told the people say he would dance with the devil to become president of Liberia. So how the devil and God cannot mix? They are not friends. So he danced with the devil and became president. Now he's calling God near and said the people can and pray for him. But you're calling the people to pray and set aside a day, whereas these same people are hungry. You just celebrated your wedding anniversary. You're wearing a chicken cake, car, a goat. You drink some Hennessy XO, you know, soda and some juices, and you ate jollof, you know, your fried rice and meatballs. You know how they celebrate like potato salad. No food to eat though. Then you say the pomo can't join you the next day after you finish eating your like Nigerian men say your day jolly. You're finish doing jolly. Then you say the pomo can't the pomo can't join you to fast and pray. That's why the church was empty. The post for people really serious. How a country that is the 8th poorest country in the world that the people can't even find food to eat. People live on $1 a day. But you call the put to fast and pray just after your anniversary. Are you trying to rub something in people's face? And you trying to rub one in the people's face? That's why I also need to open the phone and not hear from the people. Because if the people already hungry, they all about their fasting. Well, you can't call the people to keep themselves hungry while you already have party for yourself. Yeah, so there what we are, Mr. Nangbe. I don't get it, Doc, and you are saying enough. Evan Snow said it right. This president is very controversial. The man would say he would dance with the devil, then he moved on there, then he got 95 grudges in a book that he had against people. Then he can't work with the other person, but then he can't put the fast. God don't answer those kind of prayers. Let's just be clear.
Yeah, but if you notice, this is I don't think it was a fast and prayer day. I think it's just a day for praying, and I think it was intentional, knowing that on the eve of this, the president and congratulations to him. 53 years is quite laudable. I think it's a milestone. Congratulations.
So let me tell you something. 53 years, let's just be clear. Some people can be counting years.
Let's just give it to.
I bring married men and women. They let to count here. We be married for the 5 year opinion. If I gotta be married for the 5 year opinion, let's stay. I don't want to
get married.
Yeah,
I got also children. 53 years. Where he did. News on the street though. That I mean.
I was going to say.
I said, let me just do a fire.
But I will say this though. I think this is I think this is an attempt at continuing with the reconciliation, I believe. But and Senator Snow, I think really I didn't know he's a prayer man. I mean, I've known Senator Snow quite a while. I read that prayer too, and I was like, wait a minute. I didn't know, yeah, but I think he says it all in that prayer. Look, and I said to my, I said we're all Liberians, but you know what? They are first among equals. The fact that you declare this day, you proclaim this day, and you're trying to reconcile. I think Senator Snow is right. You can make a public pronouncement, but there are some people you have to specifically reach out to. And I think the former presidents, for instance, the opposition leader, and I agree with you, Dr. Richardson, the CMC as well. I
Mhm.
think he should have extended. Yes, I think that, and I hope he will. But he is tentative about this reconciliation thing. He wants to dip his toe in the water. He doesn't really want to. But then he wants to. If you want to go out, just go all out and try to reconcile the nation. What is wrong with calling Alice Cummings? Josh Weir. Musa Asambeleche, invite these people. I think it will really raise his stature, and make his outreach seem more genuine. But the reporting we're getting, it looks like it didn't really go well. I mean, the way he even attended.
So number
Understand?
it never went well. It never went well. Besides, I know you talk about the press. Dorothy said, Grace. Dorothy, yeah, oh, man. In like brown community, the people not used to hearing the
Let
truth.
me the G's now.
Yeah, I've read like majority of them are majority of like that to be fair, they are cowards. They're not used to hearing the truth. So when truth comes from a woman like me, it can hurt. And most of the time they can catch themselves later on, it can backfire. They say, oh, some of them will not come out and tell me I'm telling the truth, but they know it's the truth. Let's just be clear. I mean, even if you didn't ask the people to fast, in this economy that's in like bro right now, how you calling people you close off, you shut the whole day down, the people business not running.
You say
Ma, when they
national
want the
holiday.
color in the head to make the money, they can't fry the color. And you say they put money fry the color in the fry fee to sell, and you take it away from them. Why you're coming from making jolly for 53 years? All that kind of 53 years. You're coming from making jolly.
And to borrow your phrase, Grace, you always say they bring more open. The majority of our people that they bring more open, they got to go and hustle. That's how
Yes.
they put food on the table. So,
Yes.
I think this thing was so arbitrary, not enough notice was given to the people. People have to prepare themselves.
Mhm.
So yeah, I understand most of the market, even though they were supposed to be closed, but they were open because
Yeah.
the people don't have anything saved up. It's day by day. I don't think he took that into consideration.
Yeah.
So I understand people were out in the street, doing their normal thing.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes when people get it good, they don't even think about people who don't have it. Right now, the Papa living large. Before he was living on loan, before he became president, now he living large. So he ain't thinking about the people that were living on loan are supposed to pay their susu money. You tell the
Mm-hmm.
poor what they say, man, work. I saw get my money to my susu man. What I coming to get money from the color depending on to sell to get my own susu money to carry. When somebody so eat tomorrow, the person can eat. And now the susu money coming go beat. I don't think you gotta be thinking about it for the people. Yeah, so you can be having jolly all 53 years, and then you finish eating cow, meat, chicken, everything, and you come and you say, oh, the poor will go take whole day and pray, make it holiday in the country while the poor gotta sell the market. You have to think about the people, Mr. President. The people too that deserve to do their businesses and carry on their work because they have to survive. That's what they
Yeah.
depend on. So also open the lines that year for our people, how they feel about their fast and prayer day, and let's see the fast, the prayer. I mean, they said but there was no fast, but prayer.
All right, folks. So you are listening to the Political Launch here on Truth FM 96.1. You can call me on 0776927472, 0776927472, and be live on the show here tonight. This is a Political Launch here on Truth FM. Hello. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. My name is Abraham Khan. I'm representing
Abraham Khan, let me just get your name. Or yeah, go ahead. I'll be getting your phone name again. Number two, don't worry. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, thank you, and I do appreciate the Grace and Dr. Richardson for the topic of the discussion about. But gee, I'm sure this is it, right? The spirit that will being answered on Wednesday let's just say, the fasting I was done on Wednesday was not answered by God. And let me tell you the reason.
Go ahead, one year.
Huh?
Go ahead, we listen to you.
Okay, so let me tell you. Reason is the Bible said, death and life lies in the power of the tongue. So anything as an individual that comes from a mouth, it takes effect, whether negative or positive.
Okay.
So there's a thing. Joseph Parker, as the president, is very grateful, and there's a thing ungratefulness that Lucifer applied in heaven, and that is why you have been thrown down. God gives, Lucifer gave as an angel, and when he sings, God on the throne of grace, he dances by the throne of Satan at the time. So when Satan looked at it and said, "Oh, I can become God," and that is how God threw Satan down. So Joseph Parker, it was through the grace of God, he became vice president. Later on, wanting to contest for the presidency, he put God one side, and then he said, "You are going to dance with the devil," and that is why when fire took over Liberia. So this prayer was not answered, and Joseph Parker should be able to think outside the box so that he can really do better things for the country. If you wanted to have a faster prayer, it would have been done before the 20th and not after the 20th and after his best anniversary. Thank you. Once more, we'll be here, to checkmate this government, and this government 2029. At that time, some of us will be on the stage. This government will not succeed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Carl, thank you though. I get the phone name already, and your number to let's pick up Abraham. Is that Eric? Eric in the US. Eric, let me see if I can put Eric through. Eric, are you there? Eric, let me see if I can get the last speaker. You there, right? Why? Eric, go ahead.
Good evening to everyone. My name is Eric Previs, and I'm calling from Pennsylvania, USA.
All right, go ahead, my brother.
Pardon?
Go ahead, go ahead, my brother. You are welcome. Go ahead, you're live.
I mean, I've been following your show, and I like to commend the work that you guys are doing. While it's true that I'm not a member of your party, and do not have any desire of joining it, but I mean, I like the opposition unity, and earlier on I heard you people talk about the holiday, the compulsory holiday that we had, and I just think that it has been insensitive to the plight of the people. For example, the president throwing a very lavish wedding anniversary at the eve of what he called a prayer and fast for the Republic, and I think that's been insensitive. It's like Boris Johnson telling the people of Great Britain to not go out because of COVID lockdown, and he was clubbing. You don't do that to the people. If you say we should fast and pray, and you even give a committee 45 days to come up with information as to how you can curb the hardship, you lead by example. You should be able to lead by example, and his lifestyle does not show that he wants to lead by example, or he's leading by example. You can be right or made another car and telling us, hey, we're suffering. Why not, reduce that cost and send the money to help our education? So it's about time that the opposition, should unite, speak with one voice, and I like what you guys are doing. My only disappointment with the CMC is that why are you just recruiting from within CDC? Why are you not recruiting from within the Unity Party? It's like you're deconstructing the opposition. Go to the Unity Party and fish out people from there. That's the way we'll see them.
Every night, CDC will have a very long listing for some new appointment. And I hope Madam Grace or the Regency will go through that the listing. Some new appointment of a very long listing though.
And United Party people are on them.
Well, right now, CDC is the hardest hit, man. Look, you took away our press secretary, deputy press secretary, and made him your communication manager. And some of our county.
He came to join us. We never took him.
And over. How to they have opposition unity with this.
Okay, Eric. So what we'll do for you? Yeah, what we'll do for you? As I said, there was some new appointment made. It's a very long listing of some payment names, not just or the CDC or the UP, but from all anchor. So yeah, before we close on the show, I'm very sure that Madam Grace or that the agency will go through that appointment, the names for you. All right. Thank you so much. Every there from the USA on the show here tonight. Maybe one person always hit me up. Yeah, following the show live. Hello.
Yes, good
morning.
Morning.
Yes, my name is Grace and you're calling from 77 Boulevard.
Go ahead, Grace.
Yes, for me, for the fast and prayer that was announced by our president, for me, it was not necessary because he had his anniversary today, and then he requested for fast and prayer the next week. Even he himself, for God in heaven's sake, will you be calling for fast and prayer for the nation? And then instead of you announcing a fast and prayer, maybe like 1 or 2 weeks ahead of time, he didn't do it. He just called for the fast and prayer roughly like that.
Chris, are you a business woman?
No, not a business woman.
Okay, so what exactly do for you in your case or your family?
For me, I like doing 1 or 2 things, but I'm not really focusing on that.
No, the reason why I'm asking because I want to know whether that day affected your business at all.
It didn't have to affect her business, affect her livelihood. That's why she called.
Because at least I was free. I still went to entertainment center. I still enjoy myself because
exactly.
Necessary for me before we talk about the country.
Okay.
Because can you imagine when he go and enjoy himself the next day he call for national fast for the country, like to say he wants to play 4 out of Liberia. Already Liberia problem is extra. Then you want to add it up and adding 4 out of people calling for fast and prayer. Like you go still like he himself, he who called himself president, he was sitting there at this very day in black suit. When the people say you're that pray, the man I left clothes, like what you bring the people say, hey man, the president I was still clothes, they didn't and they go reject to the dog until the security knock it back to the company bring woke up.
Okay, Grace, I just want to beg you. I beg you, Grace.
That is a Grace right there. She's a Grace.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, the people just for enjoying his anniversary celebration. Yeah, I think it was so embarrassing, though. Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah. This is the voice of Wayne McMillan. I'm phoning from District number 2, Lower Marquis County.
Mikey County, let's hear you. You're alive.
Yeah. Thank you to the Richardson and Madam Guer and Chief Victor. I'm following the show live. I want to appreciate the entire leadership of CMC that which I'm not member of. But I do believe that 21st century is full of econ, that the political movement to rise up to the peak in the soonest possible time to launch a digital platform for registration. I do believe that it is a new era in our democracy, and we must present not because some of we are not part of, but in the nearby future we will make our dish on the national platform. And to the issue about the fast and prayer or the prayer day, I do believe that it was insensitive for the fact that we are praying over the years. We have the Council of Churches. Prayer nowadays for Liberia, I do believe that it will not cut down the fat salary of SOEs. It will not cut down the salary of our lawmakers and even some of our ministers. I do believe that we have a law in the book that the executive must be very much decided if the only night to apply are to be met. We need what we call citizen perception survey, like I recommended on the platform not too long to CMC that let CMC recruit what we call GRS and data collector so that they can go in the field to get the feedback of the electorates in the rural communities.
Okay.
What are some of the community services engagement CSE that CMC do believe that they can venture into to be the livelihood of the people? Or the fast and prayer or the prayer they had for me personally, it had zero impact on my activity.
Okay. Thanks for calling. Do we have any caller there? If not, can we keep the ball rolling with the show since
yes, let's keep the ball rolling
this
with
is
the
the last
show.
caller, Manager.
Okay.
This is the last caller, please. Let's just squeeze in this person quickly. Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
I'm Ignatius Nimle.
Mm-hmm.
I call from Batnosville.
Go ahead.
One of your panelists said something that I'm hurt about, saying that the Liberian people are cowards. If we want to promote somebody, do not go that route, or else the people will hold it against that very decent man they call Musa Benete. I know Musa Benete well. I work with him. I benefited from him. He's a very decent man. But when we want to promote him, let us not condemn the people that we will use to get him achieving what he wants to achieve.
Did he listen to her well?
Yes.
Okay, so my good is still the platform. She's still on, so I know definitely that you're going to respond to you. She's still on. So just keep listening to the show, please. Yeah, let's just hold the calls there, get back to our panelists. That and Managrace, Mr. Nangwe.
Thank you, Ansu, for taking the course. For us to, we thank everybody on the radio for calling. The people have heard now that actually majority of Liberians, when it comes to the consensus of the calls, did not appreciate the prayer day for Liberia that was held. So our people were not satisfied with that. So I just wanted that to be clear to make sure that the people are heard. I hope the president and his team are listening. They are here to serve the people. And so the plot of the people is very important, that this prayer day that was called, most Liberians did not like it. They felt that it was a slap in their faces. They felt that they were being teased and they did not appreciate it. So the government can, learn from this, that before you just announce a holiday, because there are so many holidays in Liberia, before you just announce one, you have to give the people time. You have to give them, for them to think whether they really want to even do it. And before you just say it out there. So Liberia is now our people's eyes are opening. Now to the caller who said about being coward, I know sometimes you get mad. You call, you say, oh, this, Musa Benete. Musa Benete is an individual. I am an individual. I'm part of CMC. He's a political leader of CMC. I have the right to my opinion as an individual. When I say some stuff, it represents me. Now you don't have to equate it to the party. And I would say our platform is based on the truth must be told, and the truth have to be told. It's not only Liberians, there are people around the world. Some people, they will not be able to speak out. Being a coward, I'll give you the definition. When you're not able to speak out the truth, why is the truth is being a coward? And the majority of Liberians around the world exhibit that behavior, and that is just the truth. And that is my answer to the question. And I stand on my word, and that's just the truth. I'm not going to mince my words because I want to get a political party to help Liberia. CMC is the way to go. Citizen Movement for Change that will bring the change to the country. So if you allow people, if because of that, you want to be a person who can say the truth on the radio because you want people to join the party, and that's why I've been going on. That's why Liberia is still behind in 20-something more years. And they've seen two different people that be leading the country. They've seen two different parties because everybody want to work on eggshell. Or, you can't say that one. You can't say that one. Hey, thank God I came to the free world. My eyes are open. I can speak as I want. I live in the great United States of America. The people here in this country can tell the president exactly how he behaved, and that's the freedom of speech. And I still stand on what I said. Most Liberians are not able to alter the truth, and it's just the truth. So when you cannot alter the truth, when it's the truth, it means that you are being a coward. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you, Grace. Thanks to the callers as well. Ambassador Abu Suleiman Sion. You wanted to know how to join this party? I typed you have the website way to get there in the chat, www.cmclib.com, and that'll get you there. You can sign up. And let me recognize a few people quickly. I know you may have done so, but Diana is here. Diana Curtis. Diana, it's good to have you. Also, Dorothy, my own bestie. Dorothy, it's good to have you tonight. Shadrach Topa, thanks for joining us. And of course, Abu, Ambassador Suleiman Sayan Topa. Thank you again. You know, I just wanted to, oh, look at your grands. Is that your grandson? Yeah, what's up, young fellow? Grandma is busy. He's not happy. Right. I just wanted to say this, I think a lot of the people are frustrated, and I believe you've already said this, but let me reiterate. You seek divine intervention for the things that are beyond your control, those things that you cannot do yourself, right? Then you take it to God in prayer and all of that. Well, what is it that this president cannot do so much? Well, there's a lot he can't do. But what about doing those things that he's able to do? I mean, so many speakers now in recent times, from the regional bank president who stood right in front of their faces and told it to them. And then the Independence Day speaker, everybody is saying the same thing. At least do the little thing you can do. I was young, my parents, they say, God helps those who help themselves. You got to help yourself first. So, I will encourage the president, like the bank president says, stop suspending. I believe the independent orator says so too. Fire, if you have to. I understand, his sympathy, whatever it is, empathy, whatever it is, but think about the over 5 million people who are whose fate is being affected by you refusing to take decisive action. Government is the people's thing. If you have people in the government who are not performing to the satisfaction of Mr. President, you got to remove them. There has been no reshuffle. There has been, he's only suspending people. And somebody said the other day, when he suspends you, you just pack your load and leave, because then that you're part of dismissal. But I just wanted to say that, yeah, we can pray. I understand that, but we should also be able to do those things that we're able to do, and then call on God to help us with whatever, like, maybe getting the MCC $500 million. We can go to God and pray. If we got a finance minister already said that we should pray, I get that. But do those things that are within your means. Curb the corruption, the graft that everybody is writing about almost every day. You get up, you open the paper, there's some kind of thing going on that shouldn't be going on in government. Those are the kind of things you should be able to take care of, and then the rest of it we can pray about it and ask God's, divine intervention.
Yeah, I just wanted to add, that there's some concerns that many have about our country, and we know that we are at different levels. There are some people who, for whatever reason, they don't understand when other people communicate, is because of how we have treated our education system, because of how we have lived among people. But there's a lot of times, why is it that if I want to fire someone, I have to say I will suspend you as opposed to saying fire? Why is it that it's wrong to say, many of us are cowards, we don't like to tell the truth, we have to extrapolate it to say somebody meant something else, like they meant that they were talking to the entire Liberia. So, I just wanted to say that that's something we really have to get back to. We have to get back to just calling a spade a spade. You're going to fire someone because of their wrongdoing. Speak, let the public know you are being fired because you stole money from the public. Okay? We are taking you to court because of your corrupt behavior. We are going to reconcile this country because it needs to. Since the war, we didn't have any rehabilitation. It's not because Prince Johnson was alive and then now Prince Johnson is dead, then we just forget about the reconciliation process. No, it's because we need it as a country. And that's what I want for us to focus on. We just got to be honest and speak with integrity and speak, with the truth must be told. The truth has to be told. You want to fire, I fire you. You're the president. You have that right to hire and fire. That's a constitutional authority rights that you have. So do it. Don't just talk people or going to back down and like people can say going to Jade, which we used to doing. I don't know where we got that from, and say things and then we'll come in the front. Now I hear this a lot. Oh, it was just politics. After you insulted me, after you said things that were so bad, and then you say, oh, let's laugh about it now. It was just politics. The campaign over. No.
Nothing personal. I just politics.
Exactly. No, it's like I don't get it. I don't get it. But anyway, that was just my 2 cents I wanted to add, that we kind of get to the place where we have the stomach. When I live in a developed world, when I, people are free to speak when I don't do something right on my job. My supervisor calls me and said, Dr. Richardson, you have, no matter how many degrees I have after my name, you have to redo it. And sometimes I might disagree with her and say, no, I don't have to, but that would be a choice between what I want to keep my job or leave, because I had a disagreement with her. But that's what it is. My grandson was here today. He asked me, I want to see God. 4-year-old asking me, and so the truth must be told. What was I going to tell him? God is everywhere. How are you going to see God? God is busy doing everything with everybody. How are you going to see God? But that is a 4-year-old. That is what his unfiltered nature tells him, and that's what I want. Let our unfiltered nature come out. Don't just be talking and saying, oh, in politics, I don't take it personal. No. Personal hurts, politics hurts as well.
And
Grace, I'm sorry, man. Let me just quickly tag onto that, the caller. And he has to really understand this. And I think that's part of the problem that got us where we are. Yeah. We have to be able to say it like you said, say it like it is. Mm-hmm. I don't think the Liberian people will be offended when we tell them the truth. But this whole sugarcoating things, being afraid to hurt feelings, I understand. We're in the business of recruiting people. I get that. But if we're going to, sugarcoat things and just because we want followers, then we're doing the same thing that has been done for 178 years. So I don't think it's really intended to insult the Liberian people. But there is a word for everything that happens. What is happening? Not be able to say what is happening to the face of the president that's saying it. I think that's cowardice, and I think that's something we need to deal with. We got to tell our leader, instead of going and suffering in silence, let leave it, or let be so. We've done that for over 178 years. Look where it's got us. So I think what she's saying is something that my friend who called. I want you to really think seriously about that. I think. Mm-hmm. This is a new brand of politics. We got to tell the truth. I understand we got to be diplomatic, but it is what it is. Mm-hmm. Being afraid to say what is wrong and you continue to endure and hoping maybe through prayer is going to change. I don't think that's cutting it for us. We've done that for 178 years. Look where we are today.
Yeah. Well said. Thank you.
Well said, Mr. Nambe. We can't mention our words anymore. Donald Trump did not mention his words. The greatest country in the world for that, Donald Trump, because he did not mention his words. And I am not going to sit there and be a coward to mention my words just because I want somebody to join CMC. No, I'm not caught for that. But that some of the things that's going on. My son just won a championship in Central Pennsylvania.
Oh, nice!
I'm very proud of him.
Congratulations! Oh, wow! This
basketball championship.
Congrats!
I'm looking to see him.
Yeah.
He's so happy. Yeah, wow. I got champions. My other son, he won track and field, gold medal, bronze, and silver. This one is just winning basketball championship all over the place. I'm very proud of him. Yeah. Yeah, I think he's you 13? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he's I know.
Yeah, no, you know that too many things we do.
I know. He's
Yeah? You put yourself in trouble.
I know you look at me like
today, you know my grandson. I had to do something here on the
Are you
computer.
mom,
Right?
really?
I went and pour fire. You look at me and say, "Mama, I'm full."
So I said, he look at me just like, mommy. I said, yeah, but he's 13 and he's 5'9" and he's 5'10".
He looks really tall, yeah.
Yeah, he's 13, he's 5'10", and he's playing. I mean, he's playing. He's a major player on his team, so I'm very proud of him. So we'll be going to some NBA games soon, you know.
Yeah, so I can't wait.
Mr. Nama will send you and because some tickets, we always just be in the army.
I can't wait to say I know him.
We can't wait. We can't wait. That'd be nice.
Yeah, that would be nice. So look, I tell you, my people, so the fast and prayers, I don't know if it was necessary if Joseph Boakai would have changed this. But I heard a story, somebody wrote something on Facebook, which is true. I went and did my due diligence and did my research. The Liberia has become the Republic of Lofa. President Boakai has Lofanized the rescue government. Almost 47 people in the government are all from Lofa County. So how can we not say these things? 47 persons within the government. So you think if you had not done this, you would be needing prayers? If you made a government or combination of all the tribes that you promised in your campaign that you are going to do, that everybody was going to be part of the government, you don't think that it was going to be better when you're making two brothers to be over an entity, the Gafuans? One is the head of the board, the other one is the director. And you think that how for government to run, and you think when the people leave their businesses and pray that will change for you, that God will do anything? This man has 47 persons from Lofa County within his government. Or county, I mean, I can name them. Appointed officials from Lofa County who are in key positions. Augustin Kwefan Gahan, the second Minister of Finance. James Double Jala, Commissioner General Liberia, very new authority. I let Double Jala. Henry Samoa, Executive Governor, Central Bank of Liberia. James B. Wilfred, Deputy Governor for Operation CBL. Colonel Davidson F. Follett, Chief of Staff, Armed Forces of Liberia. Councillor Augustine C. Fire, Solicitor General, Ministry of Justice. Anthony Casserly, Deputy Minister of Deputy Minister for Public Affairs, Ministry of State. Jaso Male Jala, Minister of Education. Josiah F. Joka Jr., Director General, Civil Service Agency. Princess Sakila Umele, Minister of Internal Affairs. Sekou M. Kroma, Minister of Post and Telecommunication. James Fomaya, Chairman, Small Arms Commission. Elijah Paul, Commissioner, Liberia Immigration Services. Julius D. Dennis Jr., Director General, Liberia Aviation Authority. Clarence Cotto Basekwe, LTA Chairman of the Board. Patrick Horner, LTA Commissioner. Richardson Double, MD and CEO, LTC Mobile. I tell you, reading say. Woloba Obosi, Deputy Minister for Operations, LTC Mobile. Cheko Bankula, Minister of Youth and Sports. Lavila B. Kotime, Director General Service Agency. Amos Wa Boakai, Deputy Director General FIA. Julius Selly, Executive Director Liz. Jake Kabakoli, Senior Advisors to the President. Rufus Tano, Deputy Director General LPRA. Emmanuel T. Azango, VP for Finance, NUCA. Prince D. Kemba, Deputy Minister, Public Works. Is Samaka Donner, Deputy Minister, MPW, Rural Development. Oh, Lord. Robert Wilmer. Dad, can you please text Otis and tell him we are on the show? He's calling us for a meeting. Audience from Canada. Can you text him, please?
Okay.
All right. Okay. Lapu P. Page, Executive Director, Independence Information Commission. Fansa B. Moba, Deputy Minister for Planning. I mean, the list is long, 47. And you know that they did not even need some people here. They did not even need some people. So I sure they're like at least 47 to 50.
And other positions are top positions also.
These
Top
are-
government.
Go ahead.
Top positions also. I said so top government top positions. Central Bank, the IRA, NSA.
The PPCC,
Mhm.
Mohammed Sherry, Managing Director, LEC, Richard Fatoma Gafwan, Director General Leges. He and his brother heading Leges at the same time, plus the brother Wef. They are all the Lofa put together in one place. So I don't know who a checkmate, who gonna take accountability for what, you know. So all these things. Instead of you telling the people to pray, tell a whole day and pray, these are some of the things that you have to eliminate, Mr. President. You cannot have your entire Lofa County in top position in the government. This is pure or tribalism right here. And you're saying you're keen to eliminate this. You're complaining about this where we are government having a lot of people from the southeast. But your list is even longer than from the people that we are high in the southeast. So it's really sad. You know, I don't know what Mr. Nambo will have to say, Dr. Richardson, but these are the things that needs to be fixed. That's some of them. If you have all these amount of people from one county, then what makes Liberia? Liberia is a tribal nation. Every president that comes, they will only put the people there. That's the question. And these are top positions now. We don't know about the lay position. I know a lot of them to work in the other public service or positions, and it's a sad time in Liberia. Remember, this country fought a whole war for I think 15 to 16 years, right? Just because of this. And you people came back and did the same OT even worse than what the others were doing. Why did you people kill our people for nothing? And Liberia will not change. That's the reason why CMC is formed, because we have to try something different. We cannot continue trying the same thing. You may as well just try something different, and see if it works, especially when the side you're looking at is showing you that I can do this. These are the things that we can accomplish for Liberia. You have to try that side, because at this point in time, we are very disappointed with what is going on within this government. In 2 years of them being into power, we have 4 more years to go. And Liberians going to go through this because they choose to go on this side. They were told, these people never even debated. Joseph Boakai did not break a sweat. It's just that they wanted they had to move. We had to put Joseph Boakai for some reason. They thought that was the math formula that was going to change Liberia, but it ended up being the worst formula ever. And I hope that people can open their eyes now and see that at this point in time, Liberia needs something very different. These two political parties will not lead Liberia nowhere, not a place. Yes, sir.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Chris. I did text him. I found his number eventually. But I want to say that I have two groups of people to blame in this situation. But I want to blame the president even more. Okay, and this is why. Liberia is an imperialist country. Our president gets a lot of intended or unintended slacks. We give him a lot of power, whether we want to or not. It's been like this for year in, year out. This is Joseph Boakai is not the first president to, be weld a cloth with just authority, whether he wants to or not. Okay, so if Joseph Boakai says, I want XYZ to be head of this department, the people will give it to him. Okay, the people who are supposed to check the system, the Senate, that's why they have the confirmation process. They don't do that because our Joseph Boakai is the president. Joseph Boakai is an imperialist president. That's the nature of our government. Okay, so the senators really they're not doing their job to a certain extent. They really should say, no, this guy is not qualified. Tell her his expertise. I actually saw in one of the papers, they're writing up why Joseph Boakai appointed Boto Khanan's brother one kind of, I don't remember his first name. And they listed all the positions he had, but never did I read one accomplishment, one magnificent contribution he made to these different agencies. You know, I was looking for it in the paper. And that is the question that when you go for a senatorial hearing, confirmation hearing, you should be able to, you know, tell the people, what have you done? What makes you qualify for this position? But the Senate don't ask that question for the most part. And so these people just go through whatever Joseph Boakai won. He has a regime speaker. It's just a zoom, 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 you know? And so I cannot blame them to a certain extent. I blame the president. I mean, for the 7th time, Lufa, you are saying you got to think, you know, especially if you want a country of inclusion. Yes?
That I see Botokana woman who stopped the people from having a money breach in Babalu.
Yeah, her brother.
Our brother?
Yeah.
He was appointed to justice. He replaced, now that I remember the story correctly, he replaced Bissett. Bissett went to be the chief justice, and then he replaced Bissett.
If you remember, I think that's the same guy, Luther Tappe and Prince Moi and the rest of them took to NASCAR to do a hostile takeover. And that lady said, no, Babamus is not here, whatever. She ended up getting fired.
Oh, that's right.
It's the same guy, yeah.
That's right. I do remember. I remember.
Yeah, but I think the greater point you're making, Doc, is this. I mean, like we Grace started saying, we look at the situation, we know these are round pegs, we put in square holes. But then when the government doesn't perform, then we declare fast and prayer and go and pray all day. You know? Yeah, that way we expect miracles to happen, you know. But that's part of the problem, you know. You send these people, they send it, some of them they do the hearing at night, you know, and they confirm them, they send them there, and then when they don't perform, then we say, oh my God, you know. But thank you all very much. It's 9 o'clock. Let me go to my other meeting. Yes. It was really great hanging out with all of you. Thank you very much. I appreciate the opportunity. Let me thank our audience again. I hope to be with you guys again soon.
Yes, Mr. Namu, really thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. You sometimes attend 3-5 meetings today just because of Liberia, your love for Liberia.
That's how much I love. Excuse me. All right, you have a good night.
Yeah, you too. We're then, Mr. Namu, have a good night. Enjoy your family. Have a good night. We now replay the video on how to join CMC. A lot of people are watching. We want to say thank you for watching tonight. Thank you to the people on the radio for listening. Remember, we'll come here tomorrow. It's Friday, which is our where we play our lucky numbers. And also the promise for August 24th is coming up. So make sure you call, make your voice heard. And make sure you go and register, because for you to receive anything, you have to be a registered CMC member. That's just how it is. So let's play the video on how to register.
There's so money I can't my whole business again. What?
I don't want to check below. They want good news or benefit. I know you like it. But certain new political party people in town, yeah, the people here to change everything for us.
Well, so that political team make there's so money. You can't do my host.
Well, I've been you get interest in politics. They call the people CMC, meaning Citizen Movement for Change. The people here to change Liberia around for our
goods. You mean the people here to change Liberia?
The people just launched a new website. And now they're pouring political stuff. The people who fresh and modern.
Wait, I want to ask someone in this coming people around here. By the time you send your information, they hide your account.
I hope. Bah. The police scam or people can hack your account. The people website is secure. Can you imagine the police see international standard security to protect all your personal information? So no need for you to worry about your information being exposed or hacked. And I don't want to do that. Immediately I sign up, boom, I got a confirmation email instantly.
So fast?
So fast, bah. And guess what was in that email?
One thing was there.
People coming just to tell me that my CMC membership article is ready.
Cheddar!
Shasha.
You know what? I get my phone already. I want some. In fact, it's like 100%.
3 or 4.
Yeah, Mama. I already get the time.
You get it? Then go put in go to the Brasson. Go to the Brasson. Type in CMC.
Don't
I want you to get it.
Yeah, you go
CMC.lib.com.
LIB.com.
If anybody in, it's in there that you say join us. Yes, join us. You can join us. Yes. For your information.
What do you mean by information now?
Your name, your contact, all that thing. You put it there. You put it in there. Just put it in. Put it in. You are now an official member for CMC.
I'm so happy. You know what? I can't keep that here inside my mouth. We gotta share all the bread.
Malabre people, come and join the CMC movement. The movement that is here to change Labrador for.
Yeah, well, you want to bring people, so you'll see. That's how you join CMC. Can change. You can help to change Labrador. But that go. One of the things that we were talking, I mean, that's is saddening me again with this whole Botokane brother. You know, there's certain group of Liberian people that feel that they own this country. So this woman brother has all these positions, and there is nothing in the position that he ever accomplished, but he was just in this position and working in this position. But this same woman was the woman his sister, who is Botokane, stopped the people of Babalu from getting a modern bridge that were going to be built by CMC. But look here, what this woman put now that
Senator Koro is right here at the Bamutan Bridge, and this is Port of Bapulu, inside Bapulu. Is what you are listening to and following. These are the people the senator coming to talk to this.
Yes. Like, bro, what did we do to you? Are you so mad? Look at the bridge. The woman said she just fixed. They just went and put some plank on it, put some mud on it, and they said the people were around that bridge. They seen show people have called on the show here and said that one man said his foot got broken on that bridge. Some people said that motorbike went in the water on that bridge. How you deny the people? So you know what I brought that thing up again is that I will always bring it up. These people actually feel that they own Liberia. The people feel they do own the country. So how you compare a modern day bridge that want to be built by a certain group of Liberians? You call us to the country and say we should come and help to develop the country. Then we come now, we say, okay, we'll build a bridge there for the poor of Babalu. But because you fear that we are in a political party and maybe it's going to show that we are helping the Liberian people, you don't want it to show that way. You take away from the suffering people. Some other people will never live enough, the older people, to ever see a modern bridge built in that area. And the one time that you were supposed to have that, you took it away from them because of selfishness. Then you say you're calling for fast and prayer, you're calling for prayer day in the country, but you're denying the people to have a right to a bridge that could change their lives. Look at the kind of bridge that CMC was about to take to this Babalu for the people. And look at the bridge that woman, the bridge, you see the bridge, it got a rail in the two sides that when people even riding on it, the bikes riding on it to cross, they will not be threatened because when they fall down, they're not going to fall in the water compared to the bridge that they just went and put another plank on it and put mud that the rain will come and take all that mud on the people's lives again will be threatened. When they fall down in that water, the iron hit them, they go in there and they will die. So that, I mean, that's so sad. That's why we're talking about fast and prayer is not going to do anything for this country. You have kidnapped the country, and you don't want nobody else to come and help the people. We took away from them because of selfish greed. So why are you calling our people to pray?
Yeah.
Now go ahead.
So let me read for you. His name is Boka Kane. His experience, what it includes. This is from one of the newspapers in Liberia. Deputy Minister for Legal Affairs at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. We don't know what time he was Deputy Minister of that ministry, but the question is, what did he do there? He was Deputy Commissioner for Naturalization, Bureau of Immigration and Naturalization. Then they say he was a public defender. What cases did he defend? How did he fare out in defending those cases? What happened? What did he advocate for, especially when women, endure a lot of sexual abuses and physical abuse from men? What did he say about those things as a public defender in the country? But what actually got my attention, they say he was special assistant to the Minister of Agriculture. We're in a country that we can't even feed ourselves. Special assistant with all of what has been going on with this whole agriculture business. Agriculture having one of the lowest money allocated to them in the budget. Then it said he was field service officer for Special Emergency Life Food Program. We got Special Emergency Life Food Program in Liberia.
And they're hungry.
Yeah. That's why I rest my case with that. I just
my need to tell whether they ever receive any special emergency for food, especially from Liberia government. Because any special emergency for food, it has to be from the International Community, United Nations. I've never heard that within the Liberian government, people have received special emergency for food from the Liberian government. Can you imagine? So they have this group of people that have, gotten into the government and think that they own Liberia. Your sister has refused for them to build bridge for the people to cross on. She said, no, it shouldn't happen. Now you've been in so many different positions, have not accomplished anything, but your name is called that you are working so many positions. It's a shame. Yeah. And then you're calling our people for fast and prayer. You don't need fast and prayer in Liberia. We need a leadership that will do the right thing. We need a leadership that will change the lives of the people. We need a leadership that will boost the infrastructure of the country. We need a leadership that will bring investors into the country to change the lives of the people. We need a leadership that will boost up agriculture, because the last time we checked in Lima County, the people grew rice there. And they have over 5,000 bags of rice. So it means that can happen in the country if they only have the leadership that will push the people to do what they're supposed to do. We need a leadership that will change the lives of the people for the better. That's what we need. We don't need prayers. Prayers is not going to work. You don't have the works in place to pray for it to happen. Absolutely. But I also need to come on. It's 9:11, which is 1:11 in Liberia. We need to open the phone lines now for regular calls to come in, and then we'll try to see to close the show for the night.
Yes.
So folks, you can participate by calling on 0776 9274 72. Have your say on the political laws here tonight on Truth FM 96.1. Good morning. Yes, sir, go ahead.
Once again, this is Eddie.
Aka?
I ran call from the Kazali Boulevard, and I do appreciate you tonight. But just a thing, Chief. Look, I don't really blame Joseph Boakai for behaving the way they behaving. I blame the 1% that believe in the 42 years experience of this man, who leadership has shown nothing to the country. But Otto out his life has become a parasitic individual who have been living on the country for a long time, just providing food for just the family and not caring for others. So when people have been told during the campaign that this man has nothing to offer this country, people did not believe it. But at least, thank God that people have been, what we told them, we are being vindicated, and that validated our argument at the time that this man has nothing to show. So indeed, it is a warning to them that next time when the election comes, they will put their eyes together and elect people that will be, in the interest of the country. And, so these are signs. So thank you very much. We'll be here, as I said, we'll checkmate this government, and their feet. This government fee will be held into the fire until 2029. And again, we are coming on the stage.
Okay.
But next year, I'll be graduating from the high school, and I pray that, my recommendation also to you, as we join the CMC, there should be a platform created so that some of us will be able to propagate this, messages to our guys. Information, I've already started talking to some of my friends that they're waiting. That when I go to that place, I register and then start the recruitment right away. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Kai. You're already on the platform already, Kai. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
0776-927472. 776-927472. The numbers to call, yeah. And be live on the political launch on Truth FM 96.1. Good morning. Good morning. Cecilia Topa.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I want to be a member for the CNC.
Okay, Cecilia. So are you? Let me just copy get your name and your number quick. Just be on the line for at least 30 seconds. 770-100971. Cecilia Topa, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Cecilia. Thank you. Thanks for calling.
We'll contact you.
Okay. Yeah, Cecilia will get back to you. 776-927472. The numbers to call if you're monitoring the show, the political launch. You can call and then participate here tonight. Hello? Call, are you there? Go ahead. Yeah, go. You're live.
Thank you for the show. I think what you are doing is good for the country because there's a big competition. But if somebody that has the history of helping this country and with all of his mind, doing everything possible that he did the right, I think it is George Weah. He has a lot of records that can prove that. Maybe I think Mutability can be a testimony to one of them. When that bro was stranded for spending money, he was able to give that up to $2 million to the voting arena in this country. And when he took over this country, we saw unprecedented development that was ongoing in this country, which the Unity Party was denying. Now they try to rob on those glories. So the right person would be George Weah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your own asado, Joya. 0776-927472. The numbers to call 776. Caller, good morning. Yes, sir. Go ahead. Mohammed, you're alive. Let's hear you. Go ahead, Mohammed.
Yes, I'm calling from Bogota.
Go ahead, you're alive.
Yeah, I did it online registration. How can I get it?
Okay, how can you get an ID card?
Yes, because that when you register with the registration, that you get it off the ID card.
Yeah, but in your say when you do the online registration, you just get to the office.
But is there any branch in Cape Mount?
Oh, you did it in Cape Mount.
Yeah, they will be bringing all the people who registered will be bringing the ID into Cape Mount.
Okay, so what happened? So you have your representative from Cape Mount County, Mangibi Basa. A CMC head of chapter the Viewer counties. So what they do when they come to Monrovia, all the ID cards, your ID card from Basa, the ID card from Mangibi, they'll give it to your leaders.
They will take it and distribute it here.
Yeah. All right, sir. Thank you. Thanks for calling. All right, folks. So
that would be it for the night.
Yeah, since calls are coming in, just hold it there.
Okay, so that would be it for the night. But we want to thank everybody who called in. All the people who are registered. There will be a way, that your ID will be brought to you soon. I am hoping that the technical team could make an announcement like that, do a video or something, to tell the people, how they will receive their cards. So we're hoping that will come out soon, and the people cards will be presented to them in the different areas that they live in. The people won't register, they won't have their card now, because when the political launching their stuff, the people have to show their card to get their own stuff, like the August 24th thing that coming up. They have to show their card, if they win anything, so they can be able to show their card to answer to get their stuff. That's the way we identify them. So we hoping that I will send the information out and one more time to them, and they have to find a way to give the people that information. But we want to thank everybody for watching. Mohammed Inside Dollar is here. He's watching. Jandu Kanga is watching. Arvin Kanan, he's watching. Ambassador Abus Salome Sion is watching. Diana Curtis, thank you for watching. I like to read Diana's stuff. She said, the first thing that happened before God can answer prayers is asking him for forgiveness from our sins we do in these thoughts and action. The government officials that were killed on the pole by shooting them for corruption, this corruption has not even gotten worse. Their spirits are not resting. So until government officials of this administration can talk to pastors and Christian leaders in Liberia about how they can come in fasting and pray, asking God and those people for others for forgiveness, and then the test go on. But Alex, Scholarship Consultancy, thank you for watching. Eric, Valentine Payne, thank you for watching. Doug, if you have anything to say before we can leave, Malan, you need to leave your grandmother. She's on a show.
Oh, just speak in the background.
Okay.
It was a wonderful show today. I want to just thank everyone who came to support us, and we hope that you continue to tune in to the political launch, and that you can find us here on this station, Truth FM, on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Tomorrow is going to be our big day. Friday is usually our big day where we have a giveaway to people. You can get $10 in
more than $5.
Tomorrow, okay.
Mrs.
Okay, you can get $5. But it was a wonderful show. And again, we are happy that this party is growing, and we look forward to the party to continue to grow. So thank you, Gracie.
Yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for watching Radio Land, for listening Radio Land, watching on Facebook.
Bye.
There is an immediate release.
Bye.
I hope Ansu is still on here. Immediate release on July 30th from CMC. I'll just read that. We'll close with that. It says CMC political leader Musa Hassan Belete made key appointments within the CMC Movement for Change. Moreover, the political leader of the CMC Movement for Change, CMC, Musa Hassan Belete, has announced several new appointments aimed at strengthening the party's leadership structure across regions and counties. The appointments which took immediate effect are part of the ongoing efforts to build a more effective and decentralized political movement across Liberia, according to the statement from the CMC Secretariat. Those appointed include Madam Ya Tokpa, Regional Coordinator, Region 3, Bon Lofa and Nima Counties, National Women's Congress. Mr. Celia Tukle, Chair, Bomi County Chapter. Madam Felicia Duncan, Chair, Grand Jida County. Madam Henrietta F. Mator, Regional Coordinator, Region 2, Magibi, Grand Bassa, and Riverside County, National Women's Congress. Miss Wayeta Rosemary M. Kiver, Assistant Secretary General for Administration. Mr. Colina, Chair, Bon County Chapter. Mr. Adihamu Graham Kane, Assistant Secretary General for Records and Information. Mr. Daniel B. Sa, Assistant Secretary General for Data Statistics. Mr. Lawrence Kroman, Chair, Papulu County Chapter. Mr. Jonah Nuni Tukpa, Regional Coordinator, Region 3. Mr. Alba Vic Jr., Chair, Grand Bassa County Chapter. Mr. Momo Binda, District Coordinator, Bapolu County. Benedict called on the newly appointed officials to serve with dedication and integrity and to act in the best interest of the citizen movement for change and its grassroots supporters. These appointments reflect our commitment to effective local engagement and strong organizational leadership. We expect each of you to lead with vision and uphold the core value of the CMC cell honorability. So this is a press release. Congratulations to all those people that were appointed in those positions. We hope you come to CMC to serve and to give back to your community by making sure that you enlighten the people about the plights in the country, and also telling them that CMC as a political party moving forward to 2029 will be able to change the lives of Liberian people for the better, because Liberia can be developed. It just takes leadership to do it. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. God bless you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and we see you here tomorrow.